Black Clover 201, baby.
You never gonna fly, even if you try. You never gonna ride. Gotta keep your head up, even if you cry. That's just one more reason to try.
It's been crazy, yo. I'm not gonna lie. I would argue that 201 was way more interesting and exciting than even 200. 200 was a dope chapter, but that little birdie. Let me tell you what a little birdie told me. It's so freaking cool because Black Clover, I read a comment, somebody said on Twitter, a really good short way to describe Black Clover. And I might have said something similar to this, but he put it as, it's every shonen cliche just done right. And once again, these are things again that we've seen in many shonen, the pets or the mascot, so to speak. And this one in particular was this bird, and it reminded me of Yu Yu Hakusho. That's what I got from seeing that bird when I first saw it. It reminded me of Plu. It reminded me of Yu Yu Hakusho. And now that I saw that the bird could talk, I'm like, okay, so a lot of the theories that I had, and I've seen some people having murmurings about it as well, are starting to come to fruition. I'm just kind of curious of what type of power-up we're going to get. But let's start from the very beginning of the chapter because we had a lot. We finally got the devil. We finally got the devil. That sounds crazy. We finally got the devil or the demon or that devil appearing in the manga again. It's been about a chapter or two since he was shown. I know last chapter we didn't really get to see him, and I don't remember if we seen him the chapter before that, but he was trying to find the exit. And he went into that one door. He went up to that one door and he's like, yo, could this be the exit? And it seems as though they've been split up at this point. It's I don't know if this was off screen or maybe I missed something, but it seems as though Yami and Patri went on his own first, and then Yami, and we have a split where Asta, Yuno, and Nozel went their path as well. So that we kind of have a split, which I'm imagining they went to the real lit, where that energy was coming from, and they just followed this demon. I don't know, it seems a little weird the way the setting has been done in the time period and everything, or not the time period, but the times that each character is moving. It's a little bit confusing, to be honest with you. That's one thing that Black Clover's been a little bit lacking on, explaining things. It kind of jumps scenes a couple of times here or there, and that's a little bit it's hard to keep up sometimes. Patri goes, and we get already because this chapter had a lot of different layers to it. It was almost like a bunch of chapters in one. It was a battle chapter. It was a big exposition chapter. There was a lot of different things, but a lot of action, I'm not going to lie. And the very beginning, I was like, oh my gosh, man, if only, it's hard for me to say, oh, I can't wait for the anime to get there, because I don't know what we're going to get sometimes with that anime, but the fight was really good in the beginning. We got lit going hard, and we're already at that point where now the villain is helping out. I love those. I like when we have a villain that is still he was pretty nasty and bad, and he shows up and he fights against the other villain, except I didn't like it in a way when Obito kind of I felt bad for him, but I wasn't really So we got Patri first fighting the devil, and you can see that this is how strong he is, because the devil's not really breaking a sweat like that. He used the ground, he's very, very freaking strong because he uses the ground. He starts raining swords. He starts doing all sorts of crazy shit. And yeah, he's a monster. But Patri eventually, if it wasn't for Charlotte showing up, or Elf Charlotte, I don't know what her elf personality name is or whatever, but the elf Charlotte, because she's still not 100% Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken, she shows up and Patri was going to get bodied. So that shows how incredibly strong the devil is. If Patri, who's very strong, mind you, he tricked him, but he did take out Julius. He's very strong. When the devil started putting in work, or not putting in work, when he started trolling, even as Patri's putting in work, the devil starts trolling. That shit was yo, that was wild. I'm not gonna lie, because that shows more of his character. And to be honest with you, he doesn't seem like he really, I don't know, because he's trying to find the exit, he's trying to get out of there. To him, it seems that they're flies. He don't really value their power. But I'm curious, outside, where was he going? Because does it have anything to do with where Nero said he wanted to go? Was the devil trying to go to the demon's bones and restore it? Because then that could be a very big hint. That was one of the things that I noticed too. It seems as though this devil, as strong as he is, he's even using abilities that some of the captains can use. It seems as though he would, I don't want to say he could solo the captains. I think if all the captains showed up right now, he would definitely get bodied, and he's gonna have to run after a certain point. But he's very, very strong. He's using the Gates of Babylon, Fate Stay Night type of shit in this, okay? He's strong as hell. A lot of this chapter, it was action. And the crazy thing is, leave it to Black Clover, right? Leave it to Black Clover for an action-packed chapter, but the fans, I know I was, and I seen a lot of people talking, were more excited about a couple of chirps from a bird. A couple of words from a bird made us more excited than like so much of the incredible action, and that's really dope. That's why I like Black Clover so much. It's interesting as well because now Yami and Elf Charlotte are teaming up, which you can see that there's feelings on both sides. Yami threatens her, well, not on Dark Elf's side. What I mean is we know that Charlotte has feelings for Yami. Not Dark Elf, oh my gosh. The Elf Charlotte, there we go. We know that real Charlotte has feelings for Yami, and Yami has real feelings for Charlotte, seemingly, because the threat, he's like, yeah, you harm a hair on her body, it's a wrap. So you know that there's both on each side. I don't think it would be crazy if Charlotte died in this. I don't think that's gonna happen though, and she's been honestly very vital. Like, she's been one of the most vital captains of this arc, if you think about it. She's really put in work. And then when Yami started going in, absorbing fire with the black hole, and then it seems as though at the end he was able to cut the devil's arm and wing off, like his left arm that had the grimoire in it and the wing as well. So I don't know, I'm imagining he's going to be able to regenerate. I'm imagining it's not going to be that big of a deal, because the devil has been looking at them up to this point like they nothing anyways. And yeah, he was using the fences because probably, you know, you can kill this guy, but I'm imagining he's going to be able to regenerate his limbs like nothing and grab that grimoire, stuff like that. It also shows that Yami was quick to catch on that it was the devil that made the elves and people hate each other. When he's like, oh, I thought you guys would hate each other, he says, yeah, I'm starting to wonder why, or something along the lines of that. It's because Yami's like putting two and two together. Oh, so it's this is the guy that's started all this shit. So good on Yami. Then the end of the chapter that everybody's talking about. Honestly, that's the part that I wanted to talk about the most, because other parts of the chapter were great and all, but Nero, because so many people have been saying for so long, like, you just look at the openings, it's constantly Nero there, and he's always had this really interesting, you know, just vibe to him, like, yeah, there's something there. And we know shonen anime manga, we know usually if there's something that's sitting around for a while, it might be. And Nero talking, which I'm imagining his voice is deep as shit. I'm imagining his voice is super deep, and that's why his face is kind of like that. Unless it comes out squeaky, but he has that serious, it'll be weird, but I'm imagining it's gonna be like a super deep voice coming. And even the bird, bro, that is freaking hilarious, that even the bird looks at Finral as nothing more than a traveling device. He's like, yo, take me to the demon bones. When I read that, I was like, yo, Black Clover. Nero, bro. Pooh 2.0, baby. But crazy. Now, theories. There's some theories that I've seen of, one, that's the first magic, or the first wizard king or magic emperor. I don't know which one it is. There's so many translations. Which one is the proper translation? Magic emperor or wizard king? But regardless, you know what I'm talking about. One of the predecessors, or the very first predecessor to Julius, the first guy. People are saying that that's potentially him. I think it's too early for that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe it's Julius. Maybe Julius has somehow gotten in Nero's head and he's moving. But him wanting to go to the demon's bones, why? I'm imagining if there's a connection between Nero and Asta, it's going to be something, him going to the demon's bones is going to give Asta enough power to fight off whatever threat. Because are Asta and Yuno and Nozel going toward the real Lit's body? If that's the case, he's gonna need that. But I'm curious just what's Nero's whole end goal here. Who really is Nero? If he's the first Magic Emperor, that would be crazy. That'll be crazy. It'll give a lot of exposition, but also it'll ruin a lot of surprises, I feel. So I'm kind of half and half about it being the first Magic Emperor. Whoever the hell it is, holy cow. That was a game changer, baby. It's going to be really exciting. Leave it again. Hype chapter. Great fights. Yami action. Charlotte putting in work. The devil trolling around using his incredible capabilities. But a bird talking as well as the meat of it all. And that's why I love Black Clover, baby. That's why Black Clover been on to bigger and better things lately with its plot development, plot twist, the progression, exposition, all of it. Honestly, Black Clover 201, better than 200. It was a great chapter. That was a great plot twist. It was all around just awesome. Now, if it's something stupid and Nero turns out to be something real dumb, I'm going to be very disappointed, because I'm really, my expectations right now, incredible. Kind of curious, though, what you guys think. the big reveal. First of all, did you expect Nero to talk at some given point? Was that one of your things? Were you surprised by it, or you knew all along? Also, who do you think Nero is? Is he just his own person and he has his own voice? Why does he want to go to the Demon's Bones? I'm imagining it's to give Asta a power-up. Either to give him a power-up, or maybe the real lit is in Nero as well. Black Clover 201. Your real thoughts and expectations. It was a hype chapter. Freaking yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was really excited. I'm just curious, is Nero with us or against us? Is he going to help the devil right now? Or, because why is he going to the Demon's Bones? Like, if Yami's cutting him down and everything, what? Maybe Nero is the bad part of Asta? Because again, I'm not 100% convinced that it's not bad. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I know I hate ending these because I have so much of a blast doing these with you guys. ForneverWorld Friday, 7 p.m. every Friday, Eastern Standard Time. Well, 7-ish. I might be 7:05, 7:10. It's usually never 7 on the dot. But yeah, ForneverWorld Fridays. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell to get all notifications. If you miss getting my notifications in, it's because YouTube. Make sure you got that all notifications on. I think you got to click it twice on the bell. I'd really appreciate it. Been having a blast on the channel doing it. And yeah, those notifications really help so that y'all get the content and everything keeps moving along. And if you want to check any of my other social media, links, of course, in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld. And as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. Can't forget the music, though. Although I can't even play music. Shit, I can't play music. Ah!
It's